outraged at the way poll watchers were told they could observe the ballot counting process. One America's chief White House correspondent, Rion, has more.
Media continues to declare that unless it is Russian, voter fraud exists nowhere in the United States. To challenge this, the Trump legal team is building a case to present before the Supreme Court, arguing that poll watchers were not allowed to meaningfully watch ballots being accounted for.
My name is Brian McCaffrey. I'm a registered Democrat in the city of Philadelphia. Today, I'm at the Philadelphia Convention Center, and I am overseeing the ballot counters. I will let you know the corruption that is going on here. They will not allow us within 30 to 100 feet to supervise the ballots being counted.
Brian McCaffrey, a poll watcher in Philadelphia, tells OAN he was shocked by what he had experienced Wednesday morning after the election.
I walked into the convention center and, the security was pretty tight. Okay, there was a front desk you go to. They check you off on the computer that you're here. You go to another person, you get your badge. You go through a security checkpoint with metal detectors, and then they have security guards outside the convention hall, the actual hall. It was Hall H. The hall's about, I want to say it's about 30,000 square feet. It's completely empty. You walk in it, you go through the double doors, and as soon as you walk into these doors, okay, there was a group of people. I'm walking up to a group of about 15 people. Now, I don't know that they're with Biden's campaign. So I said, guys, do you know who is in charge of, the Trump campaign, who was organizing the poll watchers for the Trump campaign? And a woman got very nasty with me. She said, "You're not with us. You're over there." So I went over and I sat down next to a couple people who were working a shift were poll watchers for the Republicans. This room is about 30,000 square feet. I'm going to guess 30,000 square feet. Right. You walk through these double doors, and 1/8 of the hall, okay, is we had about 1/8 of the hall is space to walk around, and there were metal gates. The metal gates, about 6 feet before the metal gates was a line that you were not allowed to go past. So that's an additional 6 feet, okay? You were allowed to sit down in a chair, and you could just watch. No one told you what to look at. You couldn't see anything. The closest desk, I'm going to say, was this is on Wednesday, about 25 feet. 25 feet, okay? Now, these desks where people were sitting, sorting ballots, and there were machines, okay? They went all the way back to the convention center. So the closest desk, okay, someone that's counting ballots or putting them through a machine, was 25 feet from us, and there were people all the way in the back. So the furthest was probably about 150 feet. Unless you were Superman and you had X-ray vision, you weren't seeing anything.
McCaffrey says his fellow Republican poll watchers were also outraged and filed complaints with officials there, to no avail. McCaffrey says the most concerning thing about this episode was that further down the road, when legal challenges are brought on grounds of voter fraud, technically the defense will argue poll watchers were present. But realistically, even if the poll watchers were in the room, they weren't allowed to do their jobs. Rion, One American News, Washington.